9 months after a fiery car crash claimed the lives of 5 family members, we are learning the suspect may get a reduced sentence. That's because she's pleading guilty except insane.
DPS says Melvin Pavalko was driving 85 miles per hour in a 55 zone, passing traffic on the right emergency shoulder. They say she ran a red light west of Drexel Heights, causing the deadly crash. She's charged with running from police and 5 counts of manslaughter. 13 News reporter Raya Torres looked into the court documents of this case and spoke with the family today. And Raya, what do we know about the guilty except insane plea?
Well, the defense attorney I spoke to said that it's a plea that doesn't come lightly. If the judge decides to accept this, Pavolka could serve less time. 9 months after a tragic accident along Ajo Way and San Joaquin Road, a Tucson family is still looking for justice.
I try to ignore everything at nighttime so I can go to sleep and have a good night's sleep. But it's a constant thing in my mind. You know, what's going to happen? Are we going to get justice?
Jose Melendez's mother, older brother, 2 sisters, and brother-in-law in that fiery car crash. I spoke to him the day after the incident, and we talked again today, this time about the woman charged, 34-year-old Malin Christine Pavolka, who's been charged on 5 counts of reckless manslaughter and 1 count of fleeing after causing an accident resulting in death. Court documents reveal Pavolka mentioned she was diagnosed as bipolar at the time of her arrest and admitted she did not take the prescribed medication at the time of the incident.
And she decided not to take her medicine when the doctor told her to take her medicine. And because of that, the accident happened.
Earlier this month, Pavolka entered a guilty except insane or GEI plea. Court documents from her public defender described that upon being in their custody, Pavolka, quote, behaved bizarrely. Some of that behavior included playing with feces, repeatedly removing her clothing, and throwing herself against her cell walls. Her attorneys then went on to say that Pavolka has since been taking prescribed medication since being in custody and is no longer engaged in the bizarre behaviors outlined above. Defense attorney Chris Scalepi, who is not involved in the case, explained that there is a lot of gray areas with a GEI plea.
We have to try to find the proper balance between justice and for victims and doing the right thing per a mentally unfit or unstable person.
Scalepi said a judge will suspend the sentence a defendant would have served without the plea, and the defendant will be evaluated by the Arizona State Hospital until they are deemed fit to be released. I asked if there is a chance that if the courts accept the plea, if Pavolka can serve a lesser sentence.
Frankly, yes. If she is taking her medication and if she is doing things the proper way and she's being evaluated and deemed competent and restored, then yes.
This is Jose's reaction to the possible outcome of the plea deal.
Frustration, complete frustration, because I don't see the law being fair with us, and I don't see the law being in our side at all.
Now, I also found out more on Pavolka's criminal history. She was charged on 3 counts of felony drug possession and another felony count of fleeing from law enforcement in 2015. In 2021, that fleeing from law enforcement felony charge was changed to a misdemeanor. In her appeal to reduce the charge, Pavolka wrote in part, "I have gotten my life together since and am no longer hanging out with a bad crowd." She also says, "I am ready to put this behind me and pursue a good career," and ends the statement saying, "I am a new mother, ready to move forward and have the life I've always knew I could have." The plea hearing for Malin Pavolka is scheduled for this coming Monday. 13 News will continue to cover this case and bring you the latest from the court and the mourning family. Reporting in studio, Raya Torres, 13 News.